What's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And there is so much to unpack in this story that I previously reported about a California couple claiming that their 7-month-old was kidnapped. Now, the mother came to the news, the officers, and so on and so forth to allege that she got knocked out. And when she came to, her son was nowhere to be found. Now, the police found that there was several inconsistencies in her statement. There was a lot of things that raised a lot of red flags. The father had a previous record of child cruelty and so much more. Now, since all of this stuff has been going on and trying to basically pinpoint what the truth is about the boy, there has been so much information that has come out. People have pulled up the details as it pertains to the father's previous child cruelty arrest and the details of what happened in that situation. People have pulled up family history of her brother, all right? Now, she has a brother that is currently serving 50 years in prison for unaliving his girlfriend and staging it as a self-deletion. So her brother unalived somebody and he staged the whole scene as if the person offed themselves. The mother that was in the news, the grandmother that was in the news of this, she was vouching for the brother, just like she's vouching in this situation as well. Now, in addition to that, police have been focusing on the parents. They have lawyered up. They have refused to take a lie detector test, and they stopped cooperating with authorities. Their lawyer is now speaking out on their behalf, and their 2-year-old child was removed from their home. Officers have also confiscated the father's vehicle. So now they have no vehicle or no transportation. And in an ironic turn of events, as the police presence and people are searching and trying to get to the bottom of this boy being missing, the neighbor's house catches on fire today. It's just so much going on. Shout out to my night owls who have been sending me in information. One of my night owls sent me a whole heap of things just now over on Facebook. So thank you, girl, for pointing me into the right direction to find a lot of these updates. She was like, girl, if you need the update, don't even worry about it. I got you. So shout out to you. I don't know if you want me to say your name or not, but thank you so much for pointing me in the direction to unpack all of these updates. Now, some of you guys who are not familiar with this story, I'm going to give you guys a quick recap. So basically, the mother, she alleged that her son was kidnapped, and her accounting of the situation was very sus and very suspicious. She was making a crying voice. She was making a crying face, and she never had any tears drop whatsoever. The event that she displayed was odd. There was people who spoke out, and the father also had a crying voice, and it was kind of ironic that the mother and the father were both talking in past tense. Okay, they were both talking in past tense, saying he was a happy boy. He was this way. He was that way. So they were talking in past tense, and it set the alarm bells off for a lot of people. Now, her ex-husband is also speaking out, and it's just so much to unpack. But like I said, let's give a quick refresher of what she stated originally as we go down memory lane, or as we unpack all of this. Not even memory lane, but as we unpack all of this. Let's get into it.
I got him out of the car seat And I laid him down and so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember. And I saw white. And a hearing sound, I fell on the floor. And I said, as I got up, I couldn't find my son. I checked around my truck. And I ran into Big Five. And I asked the lady if she saw a baby or someone with a baby. She said no. It was a happy boy. He smiled. Mackenzie loved to kiss him.
He was a healthy baby. He was crawling. He was kicking. He was playing with his toys.
All right. The father is saying he was a happy baby. He was this. He was kicking. He was in past tense. And so people started to take a note of like, wait, why are they talking as if he's no longer here? That's not adding up.
He smiled. Mackenzie loved to kiss him.
He was a healthy baby. He was crawling. He was kicking. He was playing with his toys. Whoever took our son, please give him back.
Members of this community also desperate to find out where this boy is. All
right. So that's their accounts. She's saying that she went to Big Five. She was looking for a mouth guard for one of his other kids. She pulled over. She gets the baby out, change the diaper. She sees somebody that says hola. And then next thing she knows, she wake up, the baby gone. She run into Big Five, yada, 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 and so on and so forth. So when she said that, and she's making a crying voice, again, she's not crying, talking in past tense, the story is not making sense. People started to question it. Then people who noticed them, they started to reveal that the father had a previous record. Now, as I stated, the father previously was booked on child cruelty charges, and somebody had basically talked about it. So this woman right here, she had came forward and she said, I used to work with Jake at Walmart. He should be the prime suspect in all of this. I'm not going to go into detail, but his previous relationship didn't end well. So, he's crazy, and he beat one of his kids so bad it caused severe brain damage. The child was not the same. Let's just be real here. Jake should be the number one suspect. So this person, before people pulled out the affidavit that shared what happened to the previous boy, as soon as people started to question what was going on, this lady made a post speaking out about this. And so people were like, wait, he had a previous record. He had child cruelty. The other kid was severely damaged. Like, what's going on here? So it prompted people to look up his record, and to nobody's surprise that it was true. And it showed that he did have this child cruelty charge. He was sentenced back in 2023, but ironically, instead of spending 4 years in prison like he was supposed to, because he had a plea deal, he was able to get a lighter sentence, and he only served a small fraction of that. Now, since people are so curious about what happened exactly in that previous case, the news was able to get their hands on the affidavit that detailed exactly what happened to the child in that child cruelty case. Now, while all of this stuff is going on, people are getting to the bottom of things. Like I said, ironically, his neighbor's house catches on fire, but we're going to get to that soon enough. But let me pull up the article where they go over the details of this affidavit where he had beat this other baby and fractured the body and so much more. So let me go to where is I got so many tabs open, y'all. Let me find the right tab. I thought I had it. I mean, I did have it, but child, I got so much open. Let me go one by which one is it? Is it this one? all the way down here? 1 second. Give me 1 second. I have it. It's over here. Is it this one? Darn it. It has to be over here somewhere. Okay, wait 1 second, y'all. Let me just search it again. Okay, I got it back. I'm like, let me just search it again because, child. Okay, so let's get into this, and then we're going to get into all of the other stuff. All right, so here we go, and let's read through. So this came from the Daily Breeze. The Sun newspaper also had this information up as well. But these are the details of his child cruelty right here. So let me make this smaller so we can read through it and get into it. So it says, according to an affidavit written by a Hemet police officer to obtain an arrest warrant, officers investigated a report that a 10-week-old girl had been admitted to Hemet Valley Hospital on October 13th, 2018 for treatment of broken bones. A 10-week-old baby treated for broken bones. Vanessa Harrow, also known as Vanessa Avina, according to the document, told officers that she had picked up Jake Harrow from work and dropped him off at home on October 12th before driving to Beaumont to pick her eldest daughter from school. She returned about an hour later and tried to nurse the infant, but she would not drink. Vanessa took the baby to a hospital. Jake Harrow told investigators that after Vanessa dropped him off, he took the baby's temperature and found it to be 99 to 100 degrees. He bathed the baby and accidentally dropped it chest first on the divider of the twin basin sink. He could not detect any injuries. That night, Vanessa woke up and asked him to feel the baby's back, and he felt something crackle. The affidavit says that Jake told the investigators that he did not feel the crackle after bathing the infant. Vanessa later declined to answer the investigators' questions without an attorney present. Doctors at Loma Linda University Medical Center told the officer who wrote the affidavit that the baby had an acute fractured rib, healing fractures of 6 ribs, and a skull fracture, a brain hemorrhage, swelling of the neck, and a healing fractured leg bone. The combination of the above findings in the premobile infant, in the absence of a plausible history of significant trauma to explain the injuries, is indicative of abuse, okay? It says head trauma, child physical abuse, and nutritional neglect. All right, so his account was, oh, I'm trying to bathe the baby, and the baby hit the stomach in the middle divider of the sink. They examined the baby, and they're like, wait, this isn't just a chest injury. The baby got head injury, all of these other injuries that are not in alignment with a drop onto the chest. So it says, it says that the baby had a acute fractured rib and healing fractures of 6 ribs. So that means that they were already healing in the healing process. A skull fracture, a brain hemorrhage, swelling of the neck, and a healing fractured leg bone. So this didn't just happen that day. The combination of the above findings in a pre-mobile infant in the absence of a plausible history of significant trauma to explain the injuries is indicative of abuse. It says Jake Harrell told the officer that when he went home after visiting the hospital, his sister opened the web browser on his iPad and found a search for how to feed a baby with broken ribs. Jake told the officer that he did not use the iPad at the time of that search, which was performed before the hospital visit. As the investigation continued, the officer wrote, Jake Harrell blamed the injuries on his wife, but both of them were charged with willful child cruelty on October 5th, 2021. They pleaded guilty to the charge on June 8th, 2023. Jake Harrell was sentenced to 180 days in the sheriff's work release program, given a suspended 4-year prison sentence, and was ordered to attend child abuser treatment program. Vanessa Harrell was sentenced to 120 days in the work release program in order to attend the child abuser treatment program. Shortly after the baby was admitted to the hospital, Jake Harrell filed a request for domestic violence restraining order against his wife. Family law records show that the case was eventually dismissed. Jake Harrell is due in court on September 2nd to answer to another charge, being a felon or addict in possession of a firearm. So he has an upcoming case as well. So that is the details of the previous child cruelty case. Now, while we're trying to get to the bottom of that case, there's this suspicious fire that happens in their neighborhood. Let me pull that up before I read to you about Rebecca's brother staging a previous crime. Okay, so let me go to that. I got so many tabs open, so bear with me. I normally move all the tabs that I need to one side, but it's late. Bear with me. I'm going to get to it. If not, I'll just research it again. It came up very fast. So let's see. Where are we? Let me just research it again. Hold on. I have it in one of these tabs, but it's going to take too long to find it. Let me just search it up. All right. So this comes from Action Eye News. So on Facebook, there is a page called Action Eye News, and Action Eye News has the full video. So let's go here. All right. So let me bring this up. So this is the source of the video, and it's from Action Eye News. And it says, 2 homeless people just started a house fire next door to Jake Harrell's home. From the missing 7-year-old in Cabazon. We are live on the scene. Let's watch.
Back live, the sheriff department is here. Fire department is on their way. As you see, we caught 2 homeless guys starting as a guy and a girl started a residential fire and took off. And sheriff's department beat on the door. We cannot get anybody to answer the door right now. But we do have identity on the suspects. Looks like there's an RV back there as well that's on fire. It's already melting the fence. That's a good question. It looks like there is a gate down there, Debbie.
I'm trying to see if there's access to this one from Maine.
And it's like all of a
It's going to end up going into that burning the house down now. I mean, it's already started on the house, guys. It's a house that is right next door across the street from the horror family about the missing kid. Oh shit. Oh, it's hitting the house. Huh? All right, guys. Oh, shit. The house is going, guys. No, it's a house across the street from Jake's house. 2 homeless people set the fire and took off. We got them on video. Walking away. The house is now fully engulfed, guys. No, it's not the dumpster, guys. The dumpster's down the street. They set a trailer on fire, an RV. Now the whole home is fully engulfed. Where is the fire department? Guys, this to refrain everybody again. This is not Jake's house. This is not affiliated with the family. The glass just broke in the house. That's Jake's house right there, where the missing baby is. We don't know what's in this house, guys. They was trying to get access in from that gate down there. Yes, we do have the pyros on video. I chased them down the street. They took off across the railroad tracks over there where the fire department's coming from. We chased them down that way and they went across the street and across the railroad tracks and into that field. Fire department is here now, guys. I got good ID on them. I got pictures. The sheriff's gonna get it from me after they get done. So here they go. They already throwing the hoses out, guys. Exactly. While the news outlets were here, it happened. I was just right down the street and Noe hit me up and said, hey man, these guys just started this fire and they're going down the street. Let's get these firefighters in action, guys. Y'all make sure y'all share this video. We are, just like I say, right next door to the missing child Emmanuel's house. That is Jake's house right there, Jake and Rebecca. Fire started out while we were all over here. Our firefighters are in TAC mode, guys. We got Riverside County 24s here on scene. They're masking up and hosing out. The heat is intense over here, guys. The house is fully engulfed. Yeah, somebody did live here. Thank God they're not home. Sheriffs did go in and knock on the house. The fire did start by an RV trailer and the backside. The homeless people set it up. Now the fire's running towards vegetation fire to the next neighbor's house. We got fireworks going off over here now. Oh, it's getting crazy, guys. We got electricity popping. We got live lines. I am in Cabazon. I am right across the street.
All right. So, they have updates on here. Let's see what the fire says. This is the chief of fire across the street. So let's see what the chief of fire says. And this is from Action Eye News Live.
All right. You want to start mine and then you yours?
You can just say and spell your first last name.
Matt McDonald, MattMcDonald.
And title?
Battalion Chief with Riverside County Cal Fire Department.
You can look about right here.
Okay, perfect.
And just kind of give us a little bit of what we have.
We were called out today for a reported structure fire in the 50,000 block of Ramona Street here in Cabazon. Our first arriving engine reported one structure with a trailer well involved with a fire starting in the neighboring structure. Firefighters with an aggressive fire attack were able to keep the fire to the main structure itself and keep it out of the additional exposure.
Any update on whether 2 other people seen anything has been found? Or
we have no updates on anybody that was in the primary structure or them leaving the area. Currently our arson investigator in coordination with Riverside County Sheriff's Department are investigating the fire at this time.
And none of your firefighters were injured. I know it was pretty hectic there for a little bit.
There was definitely a lot going on when we got here, although our guys were able to aggressively get in there and put the fire out, and there was no injuries reported for us.
The second structure, about how much damage the resident was telling us about whose exterior on?
Yeah, the secondary structure fortunately only suffered exterior damage and potentially could be habited tonight by those residents.
All right. Do you know about what time the fire came out?
I believe the fire was reported. I believe the fire was reported around 1600 this evening.
Okay. And how many firefighters and fire engines did you have on staff on this call?
We had 39 firefighters assigned with 9 fire engines, a breathing support, and a battalion chief, along with 2 arson investigators.
And mutual aid between?
We also have mutual aid from Morongo Fire Department.
Anything else you could add?
No, I think we're good.
Thank you so much.
No problem, guys.
All right. So these updates are on Action Eye News Live. They have a lot of things on here about the story, a lot of updates and things like that. They've been trying to find answers, trying to get to the bottom of this, and trying to look for what is going on. So they have a lot of things going on here. So definitely check their page out. Now, let's get into the updates of the father. Now, as I stated, the father at the epicenter of this is lawyered up now, and his lawyer is speaking out. Now, what his lawyer is saying is that, oh, well, you know, they are cooperating now, but they don't have their car because it was seized by the authorities. And obviously the police must have some type of tip to make them feel like something is suspicious going on with that car and that vehicle. So they have confiscated the vehicle, and they had a 2-year-old that was in their possession as well. They had a 2-year-old daughter that was removed out of their care. So let me pull up what the lawyer is saying and what he's speaking out to be saying, and then we're gonna go into some more.
The investigators are zeroing in on the parents of a missing 7-month-old boy. We have learned today the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department now has confiscated the father's vehicle. The parents of Emmanuel Haro say the boy was abducted 4 days ago after his mother was attacked in a store parking lot.
But investigators say there are a growing number of inconsistencies in their story. KTLA's Jennifer McGraw is live in San Bernardino with the latest details. Jennifer, what is emerging in this case?
Yeah, again, they did confiscate the father's car, which is a big deal today, and a new development into the family. That baby was snatched here allegedly 6 days ago. We still don't know where he is, and plenty of people around the world are either searching and sleuthing, demanding answers for baby Emmanuel. While the search continues for answers as to where 7-month-old Emmanuel was taken, the case is capturing the world's attention, growing increasingly worried and frustrated.
It takes a little time because you're looking at all the different possible things that could have happened.
Former FBI agent Bobby Jacone now turned attorney.
It takes even longer when the people most centered on the investigation, in this case the parents of a child like this, stop cooperating.
If you know anything, please come and bring my son back, please. I'm begging you.
Rebecca and Jake Harrow made their desperate plea to help find their baby boy Emmanuel after mom said she was attacked by a stranger and punched out in the Big 5 parking lot, waking up to find her baby missing.
Now, why would that lady say punched out like that? Child, why she say punched out? But anyways, so she said, I like to say the lady said she saw Tweety Bird. She said the lady got punched out, honey. So, child, I can't. So let's listen
for the very first
what the lawyer is saying. Let's hear what he got to say.
Time we are hearing from the attorney representing the father of a baby who vanished from Yucaipa.
Authorities say the child's parents have stopped cooperating with investigators, and Mario Ramirez is live with the latest developments there. Mario.
This morning, I spoke exclusively with the attorney for Emmanuel's father, who tells a different story, saying the couple's been working with investigators, turning over phones, laptops, and passwords, all connected to the desperate search of their baby, who's been missing for nearly a week now.
Seem law enforcement is doing anything to find this child.
That message from the attorney representing Emmanuel's father.
He's holed up in his house with his family because they are not getting the support that they need. They have people trampling on their property. They have death threats being made.
The 7-month-old was reported missing by his mother, allegedly kidnapped on Thursday of last week in a Big 5 parking lot in Yucaipa.
Someone said hola to me, and that's all I remember. I woke up on this floor, panicking for my son because I couldn't find him. I looked around the truck. If you see anything or hear anything, please come forward. No, I'm begging you, please. Bring my son back.
Girl, I'm begging you to drop one tear, a half a tear, just a smidget. I mean, just let your eyes get watered at least. All of this. Girl, you ain't dropped an lick of tear nowhere. At all.
To me.
Detectives now say Rebecca's initial
No, I'm begging you, please. Bring my son back to me.
Detectives now say Rebecca's
I looked around the truck. If you see anything or hear anything, please come forward. No, I'm begging you, please. Bring my son back to me.
Detectives now in a Big 5 parking lot.
She just cracks me up when she says, I heard hola. Like, what? Like, what was the conversation like with her and her baby daddy when they went over what they was gonna say to the cops? Like, all right, well, don't tell them too much. Just say that the person said hola. You know that they after ICE and all, and they're gonna be really suspicious because, you know, like what? Like, who idea was it to say that the person said hola? Did y'all do this because of ICE? Like, surely they're going to be on our side because we're going to insinuate that it's an immigrant. Like, what? Hola? Like, huh?
In Yucaipa.
Someone said hola to me, and that's all I remember. I woke up on this floor, panicking for my son because I couldn't find him. I looked around the truck. If you see anything or hear anything, please come forward. No, I'm begging you, please. Bring my son back to me.
Detectives now say Rebecca's initial story has inconsistencies, and when confronted, say she ended her interview, adding that Emmanuel's parents have stopped cooperating with the investigation. The father's attorney tells me that couldn't be farther from the truth.
I can tell you that Jake and his wife have not slept. They have not ate. They are doing everything in their power to try to find their son. The major concern at this point is, how do you find your son when law enforcement has your vehicle? Law enforcement has
the same vehicle that brought him to the crime scene. He wasn't in his vehicle then when he had to rush there to see about the man saying hola. His ex-wife took him. So they'll give him you the lawyer, lend him your car.
every way that you can contact the outside world. How do they participate in the search? They're limited financial means, and it's very clear that their own community is going against them without any definitive evidence that they did anything wrong.
Court records show Jake pled guilty to child cruelty charges in a separate 2018 case out of Riverside County. He's currently on probation for those charges after he was convicted and jailed in 2023.
He is currently on probation for that case. He did not serve 4 years in state prison as being reported. He reached that deal through a plea agreement, so he did plead guilty. He acknowledged his role in that situation, and there was more than one person convicted. None of that has been relayed through the media whatsoever.
Hola. Hola. Let them use your car. How do I say let them use your car in Spanish? Hold on. I know how to say hola. Let me, how do you say let them use your car in Spanish?
Déjales usar tu coche.
Déjala que sus tu coche.
Déjales usar tu coche.
Déjales usar tu coche. Hola. Like, what do you want us to do about it? The public is turning on them. Child. Anyways. So, in addition to that, they brought the brother of Rebecca into it because he also had a prior record as well. So they did digging on everybody in the family, like looking into everyone. So let me go to the report of her brother, who is in jail now for I don't know where all my articles are at. Rebecca, no, not her ex-husband. We're going to get to that. Okay. Rebecca Harrell, brother, 50 years. Okay. All right. So this is the info on her brother, who is serving 50 years in prison. All right. So the mom who said that she heard hola, her brother previously staged a homicide. All right. So it says, and this is on KTLA 5, it says, "An unsettling new details continue to emerge in the case of a missing 7-month-old boy from San Bernardino County. KTLA has confirmed the baby's mother has a convicted murderer in the family. Authorities in both San Bernardino and Riverside counties launched an extensive search on August 14th after Rebecca and Jake Harrell said their little boy was kidnapped." All right, so let's go down to it. So this is her brother right here. And it says, it has now emerged that Rebecca's brother, James whatever, was convicted of murdering his girlfriend in their Palm Springs apartment and staging it as a self-deletion, according to a source with knowledge of the family. The brutal murdering, according to a reporting from the Desert Sun, it happened March 15, 2017. Jalen Amanda Keefe, 27, was found in the bathtub of the couple's apartment with a single wound, pew-pew wound to the head. Her brother, described by prosecutors during the trial as a gun enthusiast, struggled with alcoholism that led to rehab stints and relationship problems with Keefe. The 27-year-old woman was reportedly at a breaking point with his drinking, telling family members a day prior to her murder that she was going to leave the then 35-year-old. Prosecutors also said that Keith grew scared at one point when the brother took a pistol from his gun safe, prompting her to hide the keys to the safe. Investigators allege, and the jury believed, that on the night she was unalived, her brother knocked her out, put her in the tub, pew-pewed her in the head while using the shower curtain to shield himself from blood spatter. He then told 911 dispatcher and responding emergency personnel that he had been sleeping when his girlfriend took her own life in the bathroom. Detectives found a head wound independent of a pew-pew that suggested Keefe had been assaulted and her death had been staged to look like she took her own life, and he went to jail for 50 years. All right. So that's the details on her brother. Now, in addition to that, her ex-husband has also spoke out, and he is talking as well. So it says the ex-husband of the child's mother has insisted that only she knows the truth. All right, so let's get into what her ex-husband is talking about. And this is from the Sun newspaper. And on their website, it says the investigation into the alleged abduction of a 7-month-old boy took a new twist as the ex-husband of the child's mother has insisted only she knows the truth. Mom Rebecca Harrell told authorities that she was changing her son Emmanuel's diaper outside the vehicle. She got knocked out. She saw Tweety Bird, and then the man took her baby. That's what she claimed. Now, it says, let's get to the part where he says something. All right, so let's get to his part. Okay, so it says, in the days following little Emmanuel's disappearance, troubling details have emerged about Jake's criminal record. Where did the man speak out at? Okay, let me just read it. There's got to be some. I fell on the floor. However, San Bernardino County have not publicly released details of investigators' interview. During those interviews, all right, so it says right here, this is where he talked. All right, Harrell's ex-husband, who asked not to be named, told the U.S. Sun he did not know his ex-wife remarried or had another son. The man said he and Harrell have been separated for years following an 11-year marriage. Our relationship was normal, your normal relationship. We were married for 11 years and dated for about 15 years. The ex-husband told the U.S. Sun, we have 2 daughters. They're grown. They're over 18 already. I don't know anything about her new husband, only what I've read on the news. So she got 18 over. He said they're grown. They're over 18. So for her to have over 18 girls, she said, let me just start a new life with my new man. Them kids is grown. Let's start all over with my younger man that be putting his hands on kids. Okay. I think that's a little bit, whatever. Anyways, he said, they have kids over the age of 18. I haven't talked to her in years. I didn't even know she had a son until the news came out. The man wished for a positive outcome in the search of Harold's son, adding that when a kid goes missing, it's pretty shocking. You never wish that on a baby. Then you find out that it goes missing like that out of nowhere. I don't know. It's heartbreaking. I don't know what to think about that. Only she knows the truth. I hope the police, find the baby. I think that's what everybody wants out of this. All right. So that is what the ex-husband had to say. And on a previous live, I shared with you guys what their sister had to say. So this is what Rebecca's sister had to say. Now, I shared this already, but while we sharing all the family tea, we might as well go over what she says as well. All right, so let's pull this up as we talked about before. Oh, let me put my Cash App up in case anybody ever wants to be ever so generous. But you can always support for free by hitting the like button. All right, so make sure to hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. And then let's get into the sister of Rebecca. All right, now she says some BS, but let's revisit it.
I'm Emmanuel's aunt, Emmanuel Haro. Some of you may know about what's going on. He was abducted last night in front of the Big Five. Now there are stories going around that some of you have fabricated. And I'm just on here just to tell you guys what transpired. So my sister-in-law and my brother, they were at my older nephew's football practice, and he needed a new mouth guard. So instead of taking everybody, my sister-in-law opted to go, and she only took the baby, which is Emmanuel. And when she got there, she realized the baby had went to the bathroom in his diaper. So as any mom would, which is crazy because a lot of you women are judging her for even changing a baby's diaper in the car, which is mind-boggling, because if there's no bathroom, you're gonna do what you have to do to take care of your child one way or another. She's a great mother, so everything you guys are saying about her, first of all, you don't know her, and show some compassion. Like she just had her son taken from her. And also, back to what I was saying, so she realized that he had went to the bathroom on himself. Of course, he's a baby. And she laid him down in the back. Her back was turned. She was about to change him. She was getting everything prepared. And she felt like a tap on her shoulder. She turned around and all she heard was "Hola." And before she could even see this person, acknowledge this person, whatever the case may be, he socked her in the face, and she ended up blacking out. He knocked her out, and she fell to the floor. And next thing you know, as she came to, she woke up. She was looking around for the baby. The baby was gone. She started panicking, screaming, crying. She called the police. She ran into Big Five to see if they had cameras outside or if anybody had witnessed anything. And nobody apparently didn't see anything. And then there's no cameras outside. We're so baffled because how are there no cameras outside? Like, in cases like this, like, what are people supposed to do? Sorry. So after that, my brother told me that he had realized that his wife wasn't back because by that time it was already 8 o'clock and she had left around 7. And he said that he ended up calling her, and she picked up the phone and she was hysterical and he couldn't even understand her, so the police had took the phone from her and told my brother what had transpired. And he had his ex-wife there because, you know, they had a son together, and his ex-wife and her boyfriend ended up driving my brother to Big 5, and ever since then we've been looking for Emmanuel. We've been giving out flyers. People came out, prayed for us, prayed for Emmanuel. It's been a very hard time for our family. I haven't slept. My brother hasn't slept. We just want him back. And there is a lot of discussion on whether my nephew is special needs. He is late in development, but as far as we know, the doctors say that he's in great health. He's fine. He just has a lazy eye, and that made him more beautiful than anybody I knew, because I loved him so much. It didn't matter what he looked like. And I know he's gonna come back to us, and with your continued prayers and your you uplifting us, I know he'll come back, and whoever took him here, I can't even say what you are on this app, but just give him back. He needs his family.
All right. So that is what the sister is saying. Now, there are people on TikTok that are alleging that a video that happened on August 5th is of the mom. Let me pull that up. Do I still have it up? Okay, let me search that, and then we'll wrap there. They are saying that there is a video of Rebecca at a funeral that she already had a black eye. That is what is being reported now. I really don't know. Let's see here. Let me pull up the video. All right, so this is from On the Tira, and it says all information shared is alleged. And they're alleging that this was a funeral that she attended on August 5th. Again, I really don't know, but supposedly somebody that was at the funeral sent this in to this page on the Terra. So this is the page right here, and like I said, they are alleging that somebody that attended the funeral sent this in to them. Now, the video starts off by showing Rebecca and pointing that they say that she had a black eye already at the funeral and that she had it covered in makeup. Now, my patience was thin. I was trying to look and see like where Rebecca at, you know, but we'll watch it again with y'all, because child, when I first watched this, I'm like, child, I don't got time to find which one she is. But let's all watch it together.
I really appreciate you guys. I love each and every one of you, and Charlie loved each and every one of you. I will reach out to everybody, and I will announce another celebration of life that we will have for him.
Oh, we had so much fun together.
Yeah.
I know.
Where's your baby?
Over there, he's like, I want water. I'm like, okay.
I haven't seen your little boy since November when he was born.
Yeah, he's fucking 3. He's gonna be 4. Look at mommy got. No, it was hanging over the chair. Lele will eat a quesadilla. Oh, RJ, say hi.
Hi, honey. I'm your Auntie Becky.
Say hi.
You're so handsome.
You don't have it, brother? We'll find it. RJ.
Oh, there she go right here. I'm your Auntie Becky. Becky.
He said, no, I'm not saying hi. Yeah, that's Archie.
All right, so this is her right there.
I'm gonna go inside. I'm burning up.
It was hanging over the chair.
Yeah, it wasn't there when I went back.
Who was sitting in front of us? Mom, maybe. Did you ask Mom?
I asked Mom, she said that you might have grabbed it.
No.
Sure. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Get you another one. I'll get you one.
Don't worry about it.
Let me bring it back.
Look at mommy got. No, it was hanging over the chair. Lele will eat a quesadilla. Oh, RJ, say hi.
Hi, honey. I'm your Auntie Becky.
Say hi.
You're so handsome.
You don't have it, brother? We'll find it. RJ. He said, no, I'm not saying hi. Yeah, that's Archie.
I'm gonna go inside. I'm burning up.
It was hanging over the chair.
Yeah, it wasn't there when I went back.
Who was sitting in front of us? Mom, maybe. Did you ask Mom?
I asked Mom, she said that you might have grabbed it.
No.
Sure. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Get you another one. I'll get you one.
Don't worry about it.
Who made those bandanas? That is awesome. Thank you. Can we just play it? Don't lose it. But who made those?
I'm surprised you want.
Really? We should order some more. I want a pink one. Or like a baby blue one. Yeah, I want a baby blue one.
I just buy the bandanas from Indoor Swimming. When she first didn't have her credit.
I want to do that. I want a baby blue one. But I'm going to be wearing this shit to the bars. It'll match.
Watch for the spotting.
Where is it? Thank you. Then wheel away. I'm not fucking going nowhere.
Get with your
All right, and say, I attended a funeral August 5th that Rebecca also attended. I have footage of her that day. She did not have Emmanuel with her. But did have her little daughter. All right, so that's what she sent in. I don't see
I love
where...
each and every one of you, and Charlie loved each and every one of you. It's another...
Over there, he's like, I want one.
I can't see the black eye or all that, but anyways, if y'all can see it, y'all can. If there's anything else that pops up, I will share it with you guys. But it looks like the police are closing in on them. And just like he and his previous wife got sentenced, I believe him and his current wife will get sentenced for this as well too, as soon as they get to the bottom of this. I don't think it is a coincidence that he already had child cruelty charges. The family got a history of certain things. And obviously, if your family do stuff, that don't mean that you would do it. But if they do stuff that is similar to what you did, it's like, child, where are you learning all of this stuff from? Maybe it is. I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it down below. What do you guys think about the house fire across the street from their house in Cabazon? They are saying that they are cooperating through their attorney. The officers have confiscated their car. They took the 2-year-old out of their care, and so much going on. So y'all let me know what y'all think down below. And hopefully they find the baby. But it's not looking likely. All right? It's just not looking likely at this point. But I'll catch